Well, welcome back. This is the first of two videos exploring chapter 14, last chapter, and what we're going to do, and it's from Wheeler's most excellent textbook on security risk management. And what we're going to be doing during this particular video is looking at building a risk management program from scratch. We'll start by identifying the four essential steps in establishing a risk management program. That we'll do a compare and contrast of the four industry frameworks, and that'll be it for this video, and then we'll cover the last two lesson objectives in the final video. So as you're looking at designing a risk program, planning, design, and resourcing are absolutely critical. It's been one of these themes throughout the book that you've got to incrementally improve the program over time, and that you want to pick small things, do it really, really well, and then build on that base where you're executing the entire process. And that planning, design, and resourcing of those small wins build into a large and very successful program if you can do that over time. You want to make sure that risk is at the center of every conversation. We do not do security for security's sake. We do not do risk management for risk's sake. Well, we do. But it's to generate business value. It's at the absolute core of how we run a program. All right, as you look at program goals, obviously we want to improve the security posture of the organization while at the same time empowering business units, everyone, to identify and remediate risks. We want to prioritize that remediation so that we're focusing on the most important tasks that are out there. And again, we spent a good couple of chapters talking about how to do that. We want to educate the organization on real threats and weaknesses, and not hypothetical, threats that are out there. Alien, mutant mosquitoes is a threat. It's just a low one. Zombies are a threat. It's just a really, really low one because they don't exist yet. And so as you're doing that, you want to increase visibility and capability to track tasks, to grow in your process maturity as you're deploying a risk management program. Be consistent in your approaches, either using lookup tables or a quantitative approach to calculating risk. And then always meet auditory, regulatory, and customer expectations and legal expectations. All right, as you think about this, it's a life cycle approach. It never ends. You start small, you do something, and then you immediately move on to the next project to increase risk management yet again. There is no such thing as totally secure, so you have to get over that and instead focus on getting your residual risk to an acceptable level below your risk threshold. All right, some simple rules associated with this. These are all based on real-life experiences. Don't rage quit after you ask for a 250% budget increase. It's going to come over time, and it comes by you building small wins for your customers. Don't run security scans on your entire department and then give the work to your CEO. This is called monkey management. If your boss is smart, he will not feed your monkey, which is that 200-page report. He will give that monkey back to you and ask you never to do it again. Don't try to do everything at once. Comprehensive inventories are not built at once. Disaster recovery programs are not built at once. They're built over time, and you want to have those small successes. Again, look for those critical risks. Once you handle those, move to the high risk, from there to the moderate, and so on and so forth. And then don't do these large-scale assessments. Have a small scope, but work the entire process, your entire methodology, and then that will allow you to build your security program quickly but incrementally. As you look at what we've done throughout our exploration of risk management, we established that asset inventory. We've talked about how hard that is. Define what risk scales you're going to use for your threats, your sensitivity, your vulnerability. Profile your environment, and then define a workflow for assessing those vulnerabilities. As we look at the underlying models that we have, we covered 4 as we went through the book. We didn't start with, but it's listed here first. We talked about the National Institute of Standards and Technologies, and they have a very comprehensive life cycle. It is publicly vetted. Lots of people use it and like it. It has a good approach to certification and accreditation of systems, a different way of kind of thinking about how you manage risk and how you can automate that process. So absolutely critical in today's environment where customers want a new environment spun up in 15 minutes. They're not willing to wait 6 weeks while you do a security assessment. And so this certification and accreditation is a big idea, and the NIST methodology for addressing both security and risk management is quite noteworthy. Octave Allegro, this is more detailed, and so NIST is going to be more towards that ongoing work and life cycle type work. Octave Allegro, better for that. Come in, let's look at a project, one-time assessment, knock it out, do it in a very reasonable period of time, move that risk meter in the right direction, and move on. The same with the FAIR and the FRAP approaches. Both of those are more limited. The FAIR approach is going to be a detailed, quantitative, and probabilistic method. So if you've got a boss that likes numbers, likes calculations, likes to work through those details, this may be good. If you're just starting out, probably not your best approach. And then FRAP is like Octave Allegro, focused on project scale assessments and very adaptable to other analysis mechanisms, and focuses on that. Let's get in, get something done, move the needle, and go forward. Well, look at that. We're at the end of the first of 2 videos looking at Chapter 14 from Wheeler's most excellent textbook on security risk management. Keep on studying, keep on learning, and I look forward to seeing you in the final video.